Mia, from a metal perspective?
I'm just digesting these thoughts. They're all very interesting. From a metal perspective, or my
Well, I know you've been marinating in a particular area of metal for the last week.
Yeah, I shared that information with you. I don't know how happy I'll be about that after the fact, but all I've been listening to for the last several days, possibly, has been the Sepultura album, Roots. And are you familiar with that band, Tim?
Only vaguely. It strikes me as some kind of doing that to yourself is one of those sort of self-flagellating religious ceremonies where you whip yourself on the back with a cat of nine tails. But I do see there's some value in that as a kind of scarring away the superficial parts of yourself.
Well, I really do genuinely enjoy listening to an album without any break whatsoever, as a form of like a personal mental police state, because I think it's an important step to take with an album. If you care about an album, I think you should listen to it 300 times and then see how you feel about it. And these people who say, no, don't, you're going to murder an album if you just keep listening to it. It's like, well, if I'm going to murder the genius of this album by listening to it more than once, then obviously the original genius of it was only, wafer thin to begin with. I mean, I certainly have listened to this album more and more often, and every time I've gotten more out of it, as is, the case with so many albums. And so on the one hand, I know it's a sort of a weird approach to take in terms of my life. On the other hand, I actually think it's the test that every album should undergo in the world that is mine.
As long as you don't sort of lock and unlock your door 20 times before you leave the house in the morning.